Good day to you. This is teacher Leland, Alejandro, and we're going to discuss today inverses. Uh, this is also called the inverse of functions or inverses of functions. So we're going to use examples for our discussion. Let us use the other screen. Okay, here's the first example. Okay, so we're going to learn the steps using as we go along with the first solution. All right, so we shall start with the first number. Find the inverse of each function. Okay, here's number one. So the f of x, you shall write that using the letter y. So here is y, and then you have cube root x minus 1 over 2. Okay, the first step in finding the inverse of a given function is to interchange the letters or swap the letters. X becomes y becomes x. So we'll do this like x, and this is now cube root y minus 1 over 2. After which, we're going to solve now for y in terms of the other letter x. So in doing that, we will be doing literal equations here. Okay. So first thing we do here with the cube root is raise both sides to 3. So this will be x cubed, and this is now cube root of y minus 1 over 2. We shall raise this to the power 3. So that the cube root and the exponent 3 cancel each other. And the right side will just become y minus 1 over 2, while the left side is x cubed there. Now, next thing to do is multiply both sides by number 2. Okay, multiply both sides. So we will have 2 times x cubed is equal to 2 times the quantity y minus 1 over 2 there. And so this number 2 cancels out with this number 2. And the right side will become just y minus 1. And the left side remains 2x cubed. And we're almost finished. We'll just transpose that negative 1 to the other side, making it positive. So the left side will become 2x cubed plus 1. And the right side will just be y. And we're going to write this way. Y is equal to 2x cubed plus 1. And then at this point, we're done doing the solving y in terms of x. We're going to replace the y with a symbol f of x to the negative 1 there. That means this is the inverse of the given. And this is the answer there. That's the given. And we can verify the answer. All right, there. And it matches our solution over here. That means we are correct with the first number. Okay, so let us have the second. All right, let's have the second question. All right, here, find the inverse of each function. Here's number 2. Okay, the given function is function h equals 3 minus 2/5 x. So h of x will be replaced with a y, okay? So we use y, and then this is equal to 3 minus 2/5 x there. Okay, and so uh, the first step is to swap the letters. Y becomes x, and then we have 3 minus 2/5 y there. And then we will be solving for y here, okay? We'll be solving for y. So this is the first step, swap the letters. Now we're going to solve for y here. All right, let's transpose the negative 2/5 y to the other side, making it positive. So this will be 2 over 5 y. And this is equal to 3 minus x. That. And then we're going to multiply both sides. Where did you get that negative x? We will transpose the x from here. Transposing that to the right will make it negative. And so we have this one. Okay. At this point, we'll be multiplying both sides by the 5 over 2. So this is 5 over 2. Multiply this like this. And this is 5 over 2. We have 3 minus x, like that. And so we multiply both sides by 5 over 2, and that's the reciprocal of 2 over 5. So if we multiply 5 over 2 by 2 over 5, that's 1. Okay, and that will be this. And so the left side will just be y, and we have the right side 5 halves times the quantity 3 minus x. And we can actually distribute that 5 over 2, making this 15 over 2, and this is minus 5x over 2, like this. And we can write the answer. Y is equal to negative 5x over 2 plus 15 over 2, this way. All right, so after which we can change that h, okay, putting it in place of y, just like the first number. This will be h of x to the negative 1. And this is equal to negative 5x over 2 plus 15 over 2. Okay, and this is our answer. Let's verify. So the answer from the computer is over here, there, and it matches our answer over here. All right, so let's have the third. Let's have the third. Okay, here's number 3. Okay, here's number 3. F of x is equal to 5x plus 20 over 2. Let's have the given, and f of x shall be replaced by y, and this is 5x plus 20 over 2. There. Now the first step, swap the letters. So y becomes x, and x becomes y. Like this. And then, second step, solve for y in terms of x. So we're after this. There, okay? We're going to get that y there. All right, so we shall start by multiplying both sides by 2. We're doing literal equations here, okay? So times 2 to both sides. We have here times 2, and then we have x. We have also here times 2, 5y plus 20 over 2. There. And the 2 cancels out with the 2. We have the left side 2x. Right side is 5y plus 20. There. Okay, so we shall transpose the 20 to the other side, making it negative. So this becomes 2x minus 20 equals 5y. And then we shall divide both sides by the 5. So we're going to divide both sides by the 5. And this shall give us, okay, this will now be 2x minus 20 over 5. And this is equal to y. Okay, this is equal to y. Now, we exchange places. Y will have to stay at the left side. And this is 2x minus 20 over 5. And we replace the y, of course, with the f to the negative 1x. Like that. Indication of the inverse. And this is the inverse equivalent over 5. There. And this is our answer. Let's check and verify. Okay, here's the answer from the computer. Here. All right. So the numerator is negative 20 plus 2x. That's the same as 2x minus 20. So this is also correct. Okay. All right. So that should be it. And let's continue with number 4. Let me clear number 3. Let's remove the answer. Let's continue with number 4. Okay, here's number 4. The given is f of x equals x minus 1 raised to the power 3, or the quantity x minus 1 raised to the power 3. So find the inverse of this function. So let's have the first step. Okay. All right. Making the f function y first, and then the rest the same, like that. All right. This is just rewrite. The actual first step is swap the letters. So this is x, and the inside letter becomes y. And then this is raised to 3. And then solve for y. Okay. So this time we're going to have the cube root of x, and this is cube root of this quantity raised to 3. Again, the raised to 3 and the cube root cancel each other. Okay. And so the right side will just become y minus 1. And the left side is cube root of x there. Okay, so we already have the right side y minus 1. We will just get rid of the minus 1 by addition. If you add to both sides 1, then the left side will be cube root of x plus 1. And the right side will just be y. And so we write this. We're going to write this y first equal to the cube root of x plus 1. And then we replace the y with the original letter. And in this case, it's f of x. We shall write f of x, the indication of inverse with a negative 1, like that. And this is equal to the cube root of x plus 1. There. This must be the answer. There. And we can verify this over here, there, okay? And that's it. We're correct with number 4. Let's do number 5. Okay, let's have number 5. Okay, here's number 5. All right, here's number 5. Find the inverse of g of x equals 4 over x minus 1 plus 1. Okay, so we shall start with the given. Change the g to y. And we have 4 over x minus 1 plus 1. Okay, here's the given. Exchange the letters now. So we have x equals 4 over y minus 1 plus 1. Okay, so what we need to do is solve for y here. Solve for y. All right, so let's transpose the 1 first. Okay, transpose the 1 first. All right, so we will have x minus 1, and this will be 4 over y minus 1 there. Okay, after which we're going to multiply both sides by the denominator y minus 1. Okay, we will multiply both sides. So we will have y minus 1 times the quantity x minus 1. And we have here 4 over y minus 1. Multiply this also by y minus 1 quantity there. And so you'll be able to see the right side. This y minus 1 term cancels out with the denominator, y minus 1, leaving the 4 there. And so the left side, we still have y minus 1 over times, okay, x minus 1 there. Okay, so at this point, we're going to, we're after the y here, we're going to divide, okay, both sides of the equation, all right? We're going to divide like that. divided by the x minus 1 and x minus 1, like that. And you will see this cancels out, and the left side is now just y minus 1, and then the right side is equal to 4 over x minus 1. Okay, so we're almost finished. Only the left side is y minus 1. We need only y at that location. So we will transpose the minus 1 to the other side. So we will have y equals 4 over x minus 1. If you move this negative 1 to the other side, that becomes a plus 1 here. There. And so we're finished, all right? And this y can now be replaced with g of x to the negative 1. So the final answer must be, let's rewrite this, okay? Let me rewrite that at the left side, okay? So this will be g of x to the negative 1 is equal to 4 over x minus 1 plus 1. There. And this is our answer. And we can verify that. Okay. All right. Here's the answer. I wonder if it's clear with you on screen. Okay. Let me, all right, so that you can see it. All right. It looks like we have the answer the same as the given. Okay. The answer is the same as the given. All right. Let me clear the solution part over here so that you'll be able to see it clearly. Let me adjust this part here. This looks like y minus 1 over there. Like that. Okay. Now we shall display it once more. Let me display it once more. Okay. Let me erase this part. There. Okay. So, and let me encircle that. You can see the answer here. There. So you have g of x, the negative 1 equals 4 over x minus 1 plus 1. And it looks like the given. Looks like the given, and it matches our answer. Okay, that means the answer in the given is actually the same. Okay, the function itself and the inverse are equivalent. Okay, you can see the example for this number 5. All right, let's go to number 6. Go to number 6. All right, here is number 6. Okay, here's number 6. All right, let's rewrite. Let's write first the given. Okay, find the inverse of f of x equal to the fifth root of the quantity negative x minus 3 over 2. So our solution starts with replacing the f with the letter y. And this is fifth root negative x minus 3 over 2. Okay, now first step, exchange the letters, swap. This becomes x. This is fifth root of negative y minus 3 over 2. Okay, so we have to get rid of that fifth root, okay, by raising both sides to the 5. So this will be x to the 5 there. And the right side is fifth root of the quantity negative y minus 3 over 2. We're going to raise this to the 5 like that. And so the right side becomes just the radicand, negative y minus 3 over 2. Okay, remember the fifth root cancels out with the raised to the 5. So that becomes the right side, and this will become x to the 5 there. Okay, remember we're after the y here. Okay, we're after the y. So we're going to multiply both sides by the number 2 so that we will get rid of the fraction. So we will now be doing times 2 here and times 2 here, like that. and the 2 divides, we will be getting 2x to the 5th at the left, and the right side now is just minus y minus 3, like this. And then we will now be transposing the y and the 2x to the 5th in its appropriate places. So we're going to do this way. If you move the y to the other side, you will have the y, positive. Okay, from a negative y, it is now positive y. And this is the equal sign, like that. Now, the 2x to the 5th will be moved to the other side. And from left, it's positive. At the right, it will be negative, like that. And then, we shall not forget the minus 3 has not moved. So it will remain there. Okay, and so this is our answer. And this will now be f to the negative 1x, the inverse. And this is written negative 2x to the 5 minus 3. This must be our answer. Okay, we can verify that. All right, it's over here. Okay, writing the minus 3 first means the same, followed by minus 2x to the 5th. So this is also can be written, all right, matching the computer's answer. We can interchange the negative 3 and the negative 2x to the 5th. Remember, that's a commutative property of addition, okay? So this is negative 3 here, okay? And negative 2x to the 5. Means the same, okay? All right. Okay, so that goes to our number 6. Let's continue with number 7. All right, let's continue with the number 7. Here's number 7. Find the inverse of f of n equals 3 over n plus 3 plus 2. Okay, all right. So let's just use, since these letters involved, we have f and n. There's no x here. We shall use the f and the n. Okay, let us use the f and the n. All right, so we will copy this like f, and this is equal to 3 over n plus 3 plus 2. Okay, all right. Remember, the first step is to exchange the letters or interchange. All right, that will be a swap. All right, this becomes n, and the n becomes f, like this. All right, exchange places. All right, exchange places. So f is now n and n is now f. And then we shall try to solve for f, okay? Solve for f, okay? In terms of n, okay? So solve for f in terms of n. All right. First thing we do is, just like the previous, we subtract the 2 from both sides, making this n. We're doing literal equation here, n minus 2. Okay, transpose the 2 to the other side, becoming a negative. And the right side will just be 3 over f plus 3. There. Okay, next thing to do is multiply both sides by the f plus 3. So we get rid of the fraction. Okay, so we introduce f plus 3 here. That's by way of multiplication. Also, we introduce, this is the quantity at the left, we will multiply it by f plus 3. There. Okay, and so this divides by this. So the right side will just be 3. And the left side will be a product of f plus 3 and n minus 2. There. Okay, remember, we're after the f. So at this point, we shall divide by the quantity n minus 2. Divide by n minus 2. There. And then you'll see this cancels out. And the left side is now just f plus 3 equals 3 over n minus 2. Yeah. Okay, so one more step. Move the 3 to the other side. Move the 3. So this will just be f equals 3 over n minus 2 minus 3. Okay. Remember, if you transpose this 3 here, if you transpose this to the other side, it becomes a minus. And so we can now just write this f like f to the negative 1n. Okay, f to the negative 1n, an indication of the inverse of the given, and this happens to be equal to 3 over n minus 2 minus 3. And this is the answer. There. All right, let's check. Let's verify. Okay, here's the answer. You can see it over here. There. Okay, 3 over n minus 2 minus 3. Okay, the same as what we have over here. All right, let's continue with the 8th example, number 8. Okay, we shall just remove the answer here. Okay, here's number 8. All right. Okay, here's number 8 example. Okay, we have here h of x. We shall replace that with a y. And this is negative 15 minus 2x over 3. Okay, first step, exchange the letters. Okay, so this becomes x. We have negative 15 minus 2y over 3, like this. Okay, get rid of the fraction. We're solving for y now. This is the next step. Solve for y in terms of x after the swap. Okay, so times 3 to both sides. And here is times 3, negative 15 minus 2y over 3. And this divides. And we have 3x is equal to negative 15 minus 2y. Okay, we're almost done. We'll just transpose. 2y goes to the other side. 3x goes with the 15. Okay, but don't forget to change the signs. All right, if we move the negative 2y to the other side of the equation, that becomes, here's the equation. Okay, if you move the negative 2y, it becomes a positive. There. Now, let that negative 15 stays there. And here comes the 3x from left. It will become a minus. There. After which, we will just divide by the number 2. Okay, we'll just divide by the number 2. So we have 2y is equal to negative 15 minus 3x. Okay. Wait. Let me just clear that out. All right. So 2y is equal to negative 15 minus 3x. This is 3x there. All right. We shall just divide this by the number 2. Divide by 2 and divide this by 2. And the left side becomes y. This is equal to negative 15 minus 3x over 2. There. And now we can now replace the y with h, the negative 1x. And this is negative 15 minus 3x over 2. And this is now the answer. All right. So we can now verify. Let's verify it. There. And all right, that's negative 3x minus 15 over 2. Same thing, okay? Same thing. You can use the commutative property, and that will be the same or numerically equal. Yeah. Remember, negative 15 minus 3x is the same as negative 3x minus 15. So that's numerically equal. That's the answer. All right. So that's it for our examples, and I hope you were able to learn how to determine the inverse of given functions. All right, so that will be it, and see you next time with the other topics. Bye-bye.